Hello and welcome to the Vinny Vella Show. I am your co-host, Carissa Clark. Happy July wherever you are. Vinny and I are so happy to be here because we have a smart, lovely, talented singer by the name of Janifer. So without further ado, Mr. Vinny Vella.
Hey. There's this girl, her name is Janifer, and I met her one night at a club. Well, I was at this club, and they had all these female singers and all these male singers.
It was a competition.
It was a competition.
Right.
And she won. Janifer. Janifer won the female, and she was so great. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I can't wait to hear these songs. Please give her a nice hand, Janifer.
You'd have no other woman. You'd be weak as a lamb if you had the strength to walk out that door. My love would overrule my senses, and I'd call you back for more if I were your woman. If I were your woman, and you were my man. She tears you down, darling, says you're nothing at all. But I'll pick you up, darling, when she let you fall. You're like a diamond, but she treats you like glass. And you beg her to love you, but you don't ask. If I were your woman, if I were your woman, if I were your woman, here's what I'd do. I'd never, no, stop loving you. Oh, baby. Life is so crazy, and love is unkind. Because she came first, darling, will she hang on your mind? You're a part of me, but you don't even know it. I'm what you need, but I'm too afraid to show it. If I were your woman, if I were your woman, if I were your woman, here's what I'd do. I'd never, stop loving you. If I were your woman, if I were your woman, here's what I'd do. I'd never, stop loving you. If I were your woman, your sweet love woman. If I were your woman, you'd have no other woman. No, if I were your woman, you'd need no other woman. No. If I were your woman,
I just love that song.
Wow.
You know,
Come on
Carissa
over,
sings
my
that song
dear.
to me all the time.
Have a
but,
seat, please.
You know, but I can't do it again. I've been married 3 times. That was so good. Wow, I could listen to you all night. That was so
I
good.
need like a drink and like an appetizer. I'm good. You know what I mean?
So now, Janifer.
Yes.
Okay.
Janifer.
Now, from what was that club that I met you in that night?
That was, I believe, Arena, but I think I've met you once before at Pulse, which is right next door, which is the karaoke place. I think. You look familiar.
Oh, well, a lot of people tell me that.
Really now.
Okay. Okay, well, I don't know, but the place that I met you in
It
was...
was Arena. In regards to the competition, was Arena, yeah.
Okay, and I came in just about when you got on stage.
Okay.
I wasn't there for the other girls.
Okay.
And
So you came about midpoint of the competition,
yeah.
right?
And then when I heard you, and then all the girls came out, and then they chose you. You were the one that I liked out of, well, I can't say out of all of them because I didn't hear the other one, but I'm sure that you had to have them all beat because you were wonderful. I mean, you were great.
There were a lot of talented women out there. I'm not
sure
even
they
gonna
were.
lie.
Now, another thing, I'm sorry, I want Carissa to also ask you questions too,
Yeah.
but from what I understand, you were born in Thailand?
Taiwan.
Taiwan. Thailand. All right.
That's close. You got the T.
Not
all
that
right.
far
It's in
away. Was it like a
Asia.
subway right away or something?
No, you may need a boat.
Oh, you might need a boat. Okay, and you came here when you were like 4 years old or something?
I came to this country when I was 1. We lived in California, and then my family discovered earthquakes, and then moved out of California to New York.
It's not funny. It's just
No.
that would scare me
What
enough
part
to
of
leave.
California?
It's scary stuff.
They were by downtown LA when it wasn't as bad. So we were there for about 2 years, and then from there we moved out to Elmhurst, Queens, and then to
So you've been in New York ever since?
yeah, pretty much. I'm not even gonna say how long that was. But yeah, it's been about since I was 4.
You've been here since?
Yeah,
Okay, so you don't have to say how many years ago that was.
yeah. I'm not gonna.
No.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter. That's all right. Have you always been singing?
Yeah, I kind of inherited my talent from my father. My father was a competitive singer back in Taiwan, and my grandmother on my father's side was also a competitive singer. And I kind of inherited the talent, although nobody really wanted me to be a performer. So I kind of fought them.
I'm sorry, what did they want you to be?
None of them wanted me to be a performer at all.
Okay.
So I've kind of fought them along the way. I mean, they would let me join choirs to keep me out of trouble. You know, it's like, send them to camp. Keep them out of trouble. They sent me to like choirs and just to make sure. Oh yeah, she has something to do on Saturday. She's not rotting her brain on cartoons.
Do you think maybe they were also they're hoping you'd get the singing desire out of your system, but as opposed to it actually just made you that much better and you loved it more?
Well, the thing is, I don't know if that was the case. I think it was just the fact that, 2 parents earning an income, nobody's at home. This was just a way of paying a babysitter that wasn't just one individual, but just a bunch of people.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's how it was. Growing up in New York back in the 80s, you always lived in a 2-income family.
Yeah.
So nobody was ever
Better
home.
stop mentioning years if people are going to figure out how old you are now.
I didn't say how old I was, but
I grew up in the 80s.
Okay, all
We're
right.
80s babies. 80s and 90s.
so
Yeah.
so it was about just keeping me out of trouble.
And how long have you been entertaining?
Legally, which means my parents no longer had to consent to it.
Okay.
It's been over 10 years. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been singing for a long time. My mother would actually, let me do karaoke.
How do they feel about it now?
How do they? My father has accepted it, although not willingly. But he figures, I inherited his talent. If you make it big, it's like he made it big.
Okay.
My mother's just still hoping that I become a lawyer.
She wants you to become a lawyer.
She wanted me to become a lawyer. Well, my side job is I deal poker, blackjack, and roulette for a casino entertainment company. So in essence,
Well, there you go.
just like I make out at the end. Everybody may lose out, but I still get a paycheck.
There you go. Now, where do you?
I deal for a private company. When people have birthday parties or corporate events, they just hire a bunch of dealers and tables and whatever, and I deal. So.
Oh, well, look at that. I know that Carissa had a bunch of questions too. I've seen her sort of like asking you.
It takes a lot of courage to get up there and do that. I had so much fun because you were having fun.
Right.
And I know, granted we're actors. Do you sing? I don't sing. No. If I had maybe a drink or two in me and if I'm dared or something, but.
You don't have to say, Carissa.
I really.
Your
Thank you.
eyes do the talking.
Oh, geez. But I liked it because probably one of the first times, and we have people that come on that are talented in different ways, but I'm thinking, man, you're jamming up there. You're really into it, and it just seems so guttural and so honest. Have you written any of your own music at all, or are you just karaoke, or where do you want to go from here? Or?
No. I've written stuff here and there. It's just, it's really funny. In New York, you have a lot of people that are producers or instrumentalists, but the thing is, a lot of times they're focused on their own stuff, so they're kind of gearing everybody to work with them on their own stuff. And in a way, I hate to say it, I'm kind of like in that same mold.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried to put together stuff, and you know, I'm still kind of learning along the way, and I'm not the greatest musician, but you know, I know what sounds good, and I just build from there.
You go from there, and you're on a show for ABC, right? That's going to be premiering.
On August 12th, Friday, August 12th. It's called Karaoke Battle USA. The competition that Vinny saw me at was actually the New York State Finals for that show. All the state finalists plus the runners-up were actually asked to compete.
So that's how they get some of the best singers to participate. That makes sense, because sometimes I wonder, where do the singers come from?
Will we be able to come and see you on the 12th?
No, it's actually on television because it's, we've already filmed it. We filmed it out, I believe it was the Gramercy Theater, and we spent 2 days worth. And basically, it was the winners of all the East Coast competitions. So there were about 50 of us, maybe 55, I believe, that actually competed for the title of Best Female and Best Male. I can't really say who won.
Now, being that I have your number and you have mine, would you call me and let me know when it's going to be on so I can watch
Yeah,
it?
it's ABC on the 12th at 9 p.m.
I'm not going to remember.
It's going to be.
I will.
It's going to be it's going to be a 2-hour premiere. I believe New York, the East Coast competition, which was held in New York, is going to be held 2 weeks from then. But that's from my understanding.
Okay.
Now, Jen, we don't have...
Janifer.
Jen, you know. All right.
Janifer.
Now, we don't have that much more time left. I know, because when you're having a good time, time goes by real fast. And they already gave me the signal, which means that we don't have much more time to go. So, do you think maybe I could have you get up and do another song for us?
If you're nice.
If I'm nice?
Pretty please.
Sit a little closer.
I don't want to get your wife angry. You know?
No, you ain't gonna get nobody angry. You ain't gonna get anybody angry. Shoot, don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
All right. Don't hurt me.
Wonderful.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had let go so much space. And when you're out there without a care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. Now I hope that you're having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like me. My heroes had the heart to put their lives out on limb, and all I remember is thinking I want to be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like